The wizard's body twists with his red robe splitting as spines of cartilage force their way through his back. His freckles glow like embers. His hair is blazing. The air warps around him, heat rising in waves. There's a pause in the arcane energy around him. Then, the energy bursts apart in a violent bloom of fire. The ground heaves up, trees around you snap, and the blast rips through the forest clearing. Flames catching instantly and racing up trunks, leaping from branch to branch. The rush of air pushes each of you back, whipping your clothes and hair around you. Miranda is caught in the updraft and blown backwards through the trees. The forest around you is partly collapsing. The trees burn, the foliage turns to ash, and the Enchanter floats before you again in his new devilish form, granted after years of service to the Devil's Guild. Another smirk under dark eyes. However, Fitch, you have the option at this moment to escape the immediate area with the wizard. Would you like to be outside of this second stage of combat? No, the area with the wizard in.
Oh, okay. I was like, you just hold hands and fly away. Goodbye. I look back at everybody else, and he looks relatively distracted, I would assume.
Yeah, he's not focusing on you. You were apart from the others. They were kind of around the wizard at this point, and then as he sort of falls, I think it was the javelin that hit him, he falls, transforms, the area around him erupts, and it gives you the option to break free.
I will do that. I think in the distance you hear a as just like a moment of being scared and like that fight or flight adrenaline kicks, and as it does, thunder wave goes off. Doesn't really, I guess, just a bunch of leaves and brush sort of fly off in the area, and it's almost like I kick up some speed a little bit, but I just continue, not like rules wise. I don't kick up speed, but narratively I just continue running. As there's this distortive wave as he continues to just focus and run like the thunderous wind.
Running like the thunderous wind.
Deliver this to the king or something. Whatever our mission is, I will be a god or something. I don't know. I don't know what this staff does.
Yeah. All right. The rest of you then. I'm going to bring you over to this battle map. And I would like,
I wish I was back.
Please, some initiative.
Can I come back? This looks so cool.
You can.
You're dead to us.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Let me add you to the turn order, and then
No, you don't have to add me to dinner. That's just
not you.
whatever's easier for you.
You're not currently here. So
Got
the
it.
rules of escape, for those of you that are like watching and like, what is going on? Brad comes up with strange rules because he's never really playing D&D. If you walk off of the map, you can escape the combat, and we will catch up with you soon enough. Bear in mind that there is a difference in time between being outside of combat and in combat. In combat, every round that we witness is only about 6 seconds of time, so that you do 10 full rounds, and only a minute has passed. And for us playing, it feels like the longest amount of in-time play ever, because we've been playing for like 2 hours, 3 hours during one combat, but actually only a minute in world has passed. So essentially, Fitch is running in slow-mo right now, while everybody rolls their initiatives. I'm really happy to report that for the finale tonight, my whole foundry thing is fucking up, so that's really good. Everything looks like
it's on fire.
a like on a website where all the links are broken, that's kind of what everything looks like for me, and I'm really happy about it.
Perfect.
Let me honestly tell you what we all rolled for initiative. Tura got a 28. I got a 24.
Well, I can see it over here.
Got a
stream one.
25.
God hasn't rolled.
And the Enchanter got a 7. So...
Ooh, so bad.
I got a 21.
Ooh.
21.
I got a rock.
Okay, so Miranda will go immediately after you. I'll just put Miranda on a 20. And we'll get into it. Okay, so before you, the sort of devil form of the Enchanter floats as the forest kind of collapses and breaks. Part of the area around you ignited in flame, and pulses of energy kind of washing off of the Enchanter at the moment. What would you like to do on your turn, Got? I'm going to refresh this and hope it doesn't break everything.
Well, the fight still continues, and it does not look good. Before I was doubting myself. I told us to run earlier. It seemed like we were winning, but it seems like no. Instincts were right. However, my pack is here. We have to fight. And so I point towards this Enchanter. And I say, Miranda! And Miranda swoops down towards the Enchanter to try and pluck his eyes out.
All right. Can I make a request of Myth? Is he left?
Yeah, I left. Yeah, what's up? Sorry, I went to go finish the sword I was working on.
Twitch.tv/Mythematic to see the end of that forging. I just think it would be really cool if you were watching this, but from the wagon.
Okay. You got it.
Just because I
See if
miss
I
it.
could figure that
I
shit
miss
out.
it.
I missed
All right. Well, you don't have to if you want to go.
Nope.
and
As you
have
were.
some cereal or whatever you do.
No, fuck off.
Your
I
spare
got it
time.
in here.
All right. Sorry. Yeah, Gotti, what are you doing? Did you say you're sending Miranda in?
Send Miranda towards the Enchanter
Okay.
to attack him. I am unable to move her on the board.
Oh,
Perhaps you can do it
probably
for me.
need this going. Try it now.
There we go. So she swoops down towards him, and then we'll try an attack. For a 10. Which I assume does not hit. And then she'll
10
fly
misses.
away. And then, I shall then fire an arrow at the Enchanter. As I do. Are they still hunters marked or no?
No, this is a new combat because you sort of won the combat and then another one happened.
Okay. It's still a 3 thing, so I guess I'll wait. Controlled actor Miranda. What does that mean? How about now? There we go.
Everything broken
Right.
with this, I've decided not to fix because it was like, well, it ends in 2 weeks. Well, it ends tonight, you know. So I just think
Well,
It did just break for me. So
there's
that's
so
fine.
many things broken and I don't ever need to worry about it again. So
That's right.
you know, it's like moving out of a house with a leaky tap. You're like, oh,
Okay.
forget it.
a 14 to hit.
14 is a miss.
Then I will slowly take a few steps back, moving about 10 feet away. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Tura.
I look a little bit nervous now. I don't think I've ever faced anything quite like this before, fully on my own, without the backing of like other people.
What were
And the
not
Radiant
people?
Path. No, the other
Wow.
Weird.
Wow.
Well, I
She's
can't wait
taking this
for
on by herself, guys. We're not helping
Ricard
him.
to
Other
disguise
straight up
himself as a
demon
fucking rock.
hunters.
Yeah.
This is everything you've dreamed of, Tura. You've been training for this moment your
Yeah.
whole life. Well, not really.
Well-
Some of your life.
Been training for a few years, but now I'm facing it. I'm pretty nervous, and the fact that we've obviously lost another person as he's carried on running. That makes her nervous as well. But she
I saved the staff. You're
she
welcome.
knows. She's glad.
Okay, all right, just as long as we know.
Even my own teammates assume the worst every single time. It's crazy. I wipe the blood from my face. I've been hit quite a few times now at this point. As I cast Lay on Hands on myself for the bonus action and heal myself back up to full. Which is that is cool. Okay. This is fine. Round 2. No problem. This is what we're here for. We must distract him. We must stop him getting to Fitch. And I will sprint forward once again after my moment of weakness now. Emboldened, and I'm gonna try and get around the back of him to stop him from moving and slash at him with my sword. The attack roll will be 13 to hit.
I think you might have a bardic inspiration, but I'm not sure. Still.
I don't know if I used it.
You can have it.
I think
Oh,
I see the
yay.
effect on you. I'm pretty sure.
It might just be that we didn't remove it, but yeah, sure, we get a bardic inspiration. Sorry, I'm just double checking my. Okay, that's just the damage dice. Okay, cool. So what was it? A 1d6?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yes. Yeah. It's 1d6.
That's a 4 to make it a 17.
Which hits.
Yippee! So I'm gonna roll.
Now do it properly.
What?
Yippee.
Wait, what did I just know?
Thank you.
Sorry, that was the wrong dice. 1 second.
The wrong dice and the wrong yippee.
The wrong yippee. Oh, well, I rolled 8 twice. Cool.
Nice.
So that would be 13 slashing damage.
13 slashing damage.
I am. Does he have wings? Did we say he's got wings? Big leathery wings?
No, he doesn't have wings. He has like bone spikes coming out of his back.
Oh, okay. She would just go for her training. Probably go for whichever weak spot she's been told devils have at this point. But I don't think she's ever fully faced a fully fledged devil before. So she is like a little bit of an amateur in this regard right now. Just trying to like think of her training and remember.
He isn't a devil.
No, but he's like the most devilish creature.
Yeah.
She's
Well,
ever
Brannick
probably
was a
dealt
real
with.
devil. You did.
She
Oh no,
didn't
you
deal with
didn't face
Brannick.
up with Brannick. Yeah, that's true.
No.
Yeah.
She was
Okay.
me.
Amateur.
And you've all had more experience than she
Yeah,
has, and
that's
she's supposed to be a
crazy.
devil slayer.
Um,
Crazy.
In which case, yeah, this is the most devilish person. He is infused with a good amount of devilish power, so he's basically a devil. And you could be too, if you keep doing
Yippee!
Devil's Guild quests.
If you follow these 5 easy steps, you too can be a devil.
A devil.
That is the end of my turn.
Okay. That is the end of your turn. All right. The Enchanter. Devilish. Dark glasses, a smirk, teeth kind of pointed, a crown of spikes protruding from his forehead and up through his flaming hair. Pulls his hands together and then begins twisting them away from one another. And inside, you see, beginning to spark and form, is a small sun of fire. He pulls this thing into existence, pulls it up above his head, and throws it at Got and Rickard. Let's see if I can
Oh
just
God!
cast this out right. I think I can.
You should try dodging.
Let's see.
I'll try dodging. That's a neat trick.
What is it? Is it a fireball?
It is a fireball. And it's hitting this area here.
Oh, good.
Um,
Oh, good.
Whoa! I did not know that was going to happen. I love how delayed that was as well.
ICBM has been launched.
So you can just click the dexterity saving throw on the right, I think, or you can just make
my
one
Nuclear
yourself.
launch detected.
Can I press it again? I don't think I like that number.
Nope, not unless you have some sort of bullshit.
I have a hand, but I
Okay,
can press the button
so-
again.
I believe I have an advantage because of the ring. But let me double check on that because I could be wrong.
You do.
You have
The
advantage on saving throws against spells, against all spells. Okay, so I got a 20.
all spells.
But I
direct
also
spells.
have a ring of resistance fire. So does that mean I take no damage?
It means you take half damage. So
But I also succeeded the dex saving throw.
yes, you
Yeah, so you take quarter.
half, and then
Quarter.
you take half of that, so it would be a quarter, not full immunity. All right, I'm gonna roll the damage, but I'm not gonna apply it to you both just yet. 21 damage. So
21, you
Got
stupid.
takes
I take
the
5.
full 21.
That's crazy.
And then Rickard takes, did you say 5?
5, yeah.
So yeah, I think as the enchanter pulls this spell into existence, holding it above his head and then throwing it, you notice that like Rickard sort of sees this thing whiz past his head and has just a fraction of a second more to react to the heat of this thing as it flies past him, and he immediately dives out of the way as this thing hits the ground in front of Got. Dirt and foliage and debris are launched upwards, and then in this chaos, magma, fire and flame, Got is just immolated for a few moments. Fire rushing across his skin. The enchanter,
Does the spell count as an attack? Or is that only when
No.
it's like melee? Right.
yeah, there are spell attacks, which is different, but
Right,
this is
yeah.
a sort of an AOE thing. So yeah, I can warn you if there is a spell attack later if you'd like.
Yeah, it'd be useful.
I think he is gonna stay right there. He sort of begins to sort of turn towards you, Tura. He brings his hands up, and again he's kind of floating. There's this heat rushing off of him that is causing his clothing to sort of billow. But he does still have the wounds that he had previously. He has the opening from a couple of javelin shots. He has the different effects from the wounds that he gathered last week. They're not necessarily like knitting closed or anything, but the heat is kind of causing them to slow and fuse. He brings his hands out, and you can see the edges of his fingers begin to crackle and sparkle as if he's sort of gearing up to do some other bullshit on his next turn. But that is
I
the
wanna
end of
chop
his
him
turn.
off.
Okay
Chop
then.
his little fingies off.
Rickard.
Cut off his arms! When the fireball hits, I think I kind of like pirouette out of the way because I don't want to dive into the dirt and get dirty, which is why I do take some damage.
Yep.
But I move over here. Yes. And I say, I kind of like protected my loot, and then I pull it back out and strum it in one go. And I look at the Enchanter and I say, "You think you're hot, but you're not. Not as hot as me, right, Got?" And I turn around to Got, and he's supposed to say something at this point, but he's screaming in pain because he's on fire. And I go, "Oh my God." And then I turn back around and I finish casting Vicious Mockery on this guy.
Okay. Hold on. Wisdom saving throw coming up. A fail. 11.
Nice. Okay, so he has disadvantage on his next attack roll. And he also takes 2 damage.
2 damage.
And then I'm gonna move again. Move over here.
Yeah. You sort of recognize, like, you see his head twitch a little at this attack, and it sort of causes his eyes behind these darker cracked glasses to glance over towards Rickard as Rickard kind of moves away. The ground underfoot fully aflame from the previous fireball, and that brings us back around to Gott's turn.
Sorry, I have a bonus action.
Okay, you can do it.
I'm so sorry. I did make it sound like it was the end of my turn, so that's fully my fault.
You're good.
And then I say, Gott, pull yourself together! And I strum my lute again, and I say, Gotti the hunter with eyes so keen, please shoot the ugly mage in the spleen! And I cast Bardic Inspiration.
Did you pre-prepare these?
Yes, I did. I mean, it was 2 minutes ago, but yeah.
All right, it's your turn, Gott.
I shake off some of the ash. That keeps some more on, though. It kind of adds to my, patina. I look towards this guy. I'm gonna run about 10 feet to the right. And then I am going to fire another arrow at the Enchanter. Inspired by Rickard's rhymes.
Oh, yeah.
For 26 to hit.
26 definitely hits.
Alright. Then in that case, that's gonna do 11 points of arrow damage, followed by...
Not arrow damage.
Directly to the spleen.
by 2 more points
If it
for
was a
my
natural
hunter's
20, it
mark.
would have been in his spleen. I don't even know what spleen is. What is that in English? I've heard it for the
A
last 4
spleen
years.
is an organ that sequesters blood.
I've never heard it said by an English person, though.
Do English people have spleen?
Do English people
Just
have spleen?
curious.
Actually, they do not. They do not have spleen.
What do we call it?
A
Doesn't matter.
spleen.
We're getting off track.
Alright, and as the arrow hits this guy, it's going to, how is this going to work in a way that makes sense? It's going to, there's a pouch in the back of the arrow, and just before the arrow hits the guy, the pouch falls on the ground, and then more seeds from the fringe take root. This time around, flowers grow at like really fast stop motion speed, and then they spit like pips into the sky, and you just keep seeing these flowers just go like just constantly, and then arrow-sized pips start falling down towards the guy as I cast Hail of Thorns on the Enchanter. He has to succeed a dexterity saving challenge.
18.
Well, he takes
Challenge.
half damage instead then.
Daily double.
So he takes 3 points of thorn damage for my Hail of Thorns.
Yeah,
Nice
these kind of
job.
hit him. You see him sort of reacting to them as they strike him, but it's not, as devastating as, say, a fireball is. He's reacting to it, but he continues to move his hands, the spell running down his fingers, crackling and turning into sort of... it's sort of like watching that fire paper crackle as it runs across his hands as the spell that he's prepping continues to activate. But yeah, you hit him with this. You do a little damage to him. Anything else?
Miranda's gonna fly. Caw-caw! And attack him again.
We didn't pay all that money for those sound effects not to be used.
Alright, this time around for a 17 to hit. I don't know why. The calculation's still broken on Miranda. It's doing weird things. A 17
Isn't it
to
supposed to
hit.
be like +5, not -2?
Yeah.
So it's actually
Any
So
problems you
that's
have
a-
with the attacks is Wax Stevens' fault. He
3
made
plus-
the sheet for Miranda,
got it.
and he assured
And
us that
so-
it was working.
So 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay. 8 points of slashing damage.
And then she flies away.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Tura's turn.
Oh, I look at my burning teammates and say, I think his magic is less effective when you're closer to him. Perhaps try getting closer. And then kind of look at Got's bow for a second and shrug.
You're right, I'll choke him with my bowstring.
That's the spirit, yes! And then I try and slash his fucking hands off, I guess. For ooh, 17 to hit. That hits. And I'm also going to.
I gave him health back. How much was that?
Did
That come up?
turn to a 10 to anybody else?
We didn't see anything.
Oh. On my screen it was a 17 and then it was a 10-ish and then it went to 17.
Well, there was a 10
alright.
plus 7.
Okay. So you hit him for 17, which hits.
No, I hit. Yeah, so I've not done the damage roll
No.
yet.
I hit apply on a thing and gave him health back by accident.
Oh,
No,
that's
I don't
max
know what
damage.
his
Don't need
health
to roll again. So and then I'm also divine smiting him, my bonus action. So
This is his health. No, this is not his health. Oh my god. Take that back off. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. He is healing, rapidly healing, and then injuring himself, and then rapidly healing, and then injuring himself for no reason, because I keep keeping him selected and clicking this other fucking apply button. Okay. You hit him for, and now you do this damage, which I'm actually going to apply 13 slashing damage.
yep, and now I'm going to do the
bloody
divine smite damage, which is an additional 11
An additional
radiant damage.
11.
I don't know if radiant does any more to him since he's devilish.
It does not.
Okay, interesting. And then I'd like to skip backwards, watching the lightning sort of like gathering in his hands. I decide I don't want to be anywhere near that, so I'm going to eat a potential opportunity attack here and skip 15 foot backwards. Actually, let's make it 20. So I assume, I'm like, he's obviously preoccupied. His hands are full. He's not going to attack me, right?
He is. He's going to attack all three of you at once, actually. So
Oh, that's
let's
so cool.
attack you first. Tura, you hit him and he kind of grunts and the wound opens up and he continues concentrating on the set of arcane bursts that are about to leave his hands. He sort of just does like a flourish in the air, and as he spins, 3 arcane bursts, these it's almost like seeing 3 fireworks go off and sort of target each one of you individually. The first one is coming off you, Tura. Let's see if it hits with a 17.
Misses.
This launches down, hits the ground just next to you, and you see it kind of tear up some of the ground next to you as it.
I'm in the middle of hopping back as this happens, and face full of dirt fires past me.
The next one is a natural 20 on God.
Huh?
That's what he says. That's what he says as he turns around, and this burst of arcane energy. It kind of looks like flame, but it explodes into kind of like it's very theatrical. It's almost like something you might have expected Seth to cast with the golden showers that she did. As this just strikes Got square in the chest. This is a critical hit, Got, and that is going to deal 38 damage to you. Unless there's something you can do to stop that.
I think he's.
I can die.
Okay. Is that outright dead? No, he's got more HP than that.
Let me see.
You got
Actually,
the orc
because
thing.
of the level I've got. Oh, yes, true, I am an orc.
You got
So
relentless endurance, yeah.
I do have relentless endurance. And how does that work again?
So you
I think
just
once
pop
you-
back up with 1 hit
Yeah,
point.
you're on 1 HP.
Even if it would have otherwise killed me.
Not if it would have outright
No,
killed
it says
you.
when you are
no.
reduced to 0 hit points but not killed outright, you can drop
Did
to 1
you
HP
have
instead.
how much HP did you have left?
I had 7 hit points.
So this
So I died by 1 HP.
exactly kills you by 1.
Yeah.
The arcane burst strikes Got. Got is flung backwards, lifted off of his feet. There's a nearby burning tree that you see his back kind of collide with, and he falls into the flames of the forest behind. We lose him in the ash and blackness and the dust as his body is sort of sent into the forest deeper.
God, no!
Scotty!
An additional arcane burst still launched towards Rickard here. 16 being a hit, unless you do something.
I have nothing I can do unless this is magic. Is this a spell? Looks like it's an attack.
This is not a spell, no. This is what spellcasters get now, I think, at higher levels.
Oh.
I don't actually know what an arcane burst is in 2024, but it is a normal melee or ranged attack, I think. So
I would argue that then you have to use disadvantage.
I don't know. I don't think it
Because-
is a spell attack, unless that's what you're saying.
Well, no, because I cast Vicious Mockery on you, and you've done these at full power.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, wait! Wait!
It was disadvantage on the attack to Tura.
Should have been the
Technically.
Dictatura. Yeah.
Oh.
But you didn't.
But I
so-
didn't. And that's because you didn't remind me, and it's on you.
So it's my fault. Okay,
I
just
wi-
kill me.
I
Just
will.
Kill me. No,
For-
it won't matter, dude. There's no way.
I
have
will,
12
for the
AC.
sake of that being a crit, which should not have hit God, but has now, because if it happens, it happens. It's canon. I'm not undoing it. It's too annoying. So this one I'll make disadvantage. So we'll say that of the 3 that are flung out, this is actually the first of the arcane bursts that launches towards Rickard. We just watched them in reverse order. So this one at disadvantage towards Rickard is still a 15.
Still hits.
Sorry.
Okay.
15 damage
I'm
to Rickard.
Down. I'm
Down.
I'm down.
Okay.
So is this an attack?
This is an attack. Yeah.
Okay. Then I am going to use my Channel Divinity to immediately after an attacker within 30 feet of you deals damage with an attack against a creature other than you. You can use your reaction to force the attacker to make a Wisdom saving throw. Wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
Actually, what's my DC for this? Like, what's...
It'll be on your spells page. It should be at the top. Spell
Oh,
DC.
yep, cool. Please fail
A
it.
13.
Damn it, my DC's 12.
All right, whatever you're doing doesn't take.
It takes half as much damage though, so he takes half the damage that he did to Got. He will take as radiant damage.
Who? The Enchanter?
The spell cut, yeah, the Enchanter. Says on a failed save, the attacker takes radiant damage equal to the damage it just dealt. On a successful save, it takes half as much damage.
He just attacked Rickard, not God.
No, but this would have been when he'd attacked Rickard, because this was the first attack that he'd done.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, because that was the first attack roll that we.
She didn't
had.
realize it was an attack.
Yeah, that was. Sorry,
She
I was
thought
waiting
it
till the
was a spell.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to slow it down.
All right, so
God
you're
just died.
you're picking the one that hit Got to do this.
Yeah.
Even though it would have been the one that hit Rickard that you would have.
Well.
It's the first
Just-
attack you see, sorry? Or you just pick
it's just
one?
after
Oh,
immediately
okay,
after.
okay. Got it. Never
I
mind.
can choose it.
Yeah. All right. In that case, he takes half the damage that Got would have taken.
Yeah, so that's half of 38, 15, 19.
19 damage. Oof. Yeah. Okay. So here's what we see. He spins around. The 3 arcane bursts are launched from his hands. These kind of like arcane missiles of sort of flame and crackling firework style energy. These sparkling rays are launched. One hits the ground next to Tura. Another one strikes Rickard, spinning him over. We see Rickard kind of hit the ground, his loot spinning away from him, and he's clearly unconscious. The third one just Got sort of turns and is hit. I mean, he's already kind of injured and messed up. You can see like burns over Got's body as this arcane burst just strikes him perfectly. It lifts him up before dissipating, but you see Got flung against this tree and lost in the debris of the forest and the flames that are rising, the tumbling and churning earth as the ironbark forest kind of burns here. As the Enchanter kind of comes to a stop with his hand held out, Tura does something here, and we see this kind of refracted energy. The Enchanter's kind of hand, fingers, and wrist bend backwards awkwardly, and then he spins in the air himself, kind of grimacing. You see this, it's almost like a mirrored effect of Got being hit in the chest and spun left. The Enchanter almost immediately afterwards spun to the right. However, the Enchanter comes to a kind of a stop, dizzying stop for a second, and glances around himself, very wounded at this point, but sort of, he's got like a lip bleeding, a terrible wounds to one of his arms, the javelin wounds from before, but he remains kind of floating, heaving. Rickard,
for flavor, what actually happened is when he sent that arcane energy, I spanned my sword on its side and used it as a baseball bat, and when I hit the ball of arcane energy back to him, it transformed into radiant and smacked him.
Okay, right, Rickard, it is your turn. So unless you have any other special bullshit you can do, it's a death saving throw, please.
Oh shit.
That's one fail.
One
6
fail. A 6. Okay, one fail. Rickard, KO on the ground. One fail. The fire burning around him, moving closer to his body. Got is dead. Miranda presumably can't do anything without you. So I think Miranda, we probably just see Miranda as Got is flung away. Miranda, we watched Miranda turn in the air and dive into the darkness of the forest where Got's body went. Bringing us then to Tura.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh fuck! I sprint once more towards the Enchanter. I always want this to be like a drive-by. Like I'm trying to attack him, but I'm actually trying to get to Rickard. It's like my eyes kind of dart over the battlefield and like assess the situation, and clearly shaken by what I've just seen happen to Got. And I swing at him with my longsword once again as I run past him.
Oh, I was so close to a natural 20.
And instead it's a 2.
2 is a miss. Well, 9 in total is a miss.
Yep. So I continue running, I suppose, towards Rickard. How long far have I gone?
You've gone 20 so far.
As I can go. That will be 30 there. So I get between him and Rickard, and I sort of do a half turn, like towards the Enchanter again, to like try and put myself between him and Rickard.
The Enchanter is bringing up his hands again as if to cast another spell. As you do all of this, you swing at him. He barely moves. He's moving like he's sort of underwater at this point. It's quite slow, but because you're kind of, I think, moving forward more so than aiming for him, he's able to just miss the blade as you swing and pass.
Yeah, and that's all I can do.
Okay. He is going to attack you as you enter and then leave his range.
I bonus action. That's fine. I bonus action. Can I shield to face someone who's down? And give... I suppose it doesn't matter, like plus AC when you're down, does it? It doesn't make any difference.
It might do.
Does it? Isn't it an automatic hit when you get hit? when you're down?
No, it's
No,
not an
I-
automatic hit when you're down.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's prone though, so like ranged attacks I think are supposed to have disadvantage, aren't they?
He would have a disadvantage on a ranged attack, yeah.
Okay. So there would be
Pretty
value.
sure you
Okay,
can.
then
Yeah,
I will.
you
I
can.
literally bring my shield up and I go to like disc javel, whatever it is. What's the thing? Like discus. I go
Captain
to like
America.
throw it at him, but I don't actually throw it, and instead like the shimmering, facsimile of the shield sits over Rickard, who is now prone.
Okay, here comes an attack
I
roll
think-
towards you. A natural 1.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Please roll a d20.
Get fucked.
I haven't been doing that for you in this campaign. I've just been saying that misses, right?
Spell in. Spell in.
He sort of sees you go past, and then he launches an arcane burst at you, and another one of these fireworks kind of whiz past you and miss. Then
And that even deflect off the shield as I fling it out to the side.
then he casts more bullshit on his turn.
No.
You don't like
Roll.
this.
That's a lot of bullshit.
Roll a d6. Oof, you are lucky. Okay, the first thing is two arcane bursts towards you, Tura.
Me, okay.
One on a 23,
That'll hit.
one on a 20.
That'll hit.
These rolls, dude.
First one deals 14 damage to you,
Alright.
and the second, another 14.
Wow.
Please make your con saves for your concentration.
No! That was a net one on my second one. That's so
Three
sad.
of these arcane bursts launch from his hands again after you as you, well, 4 launch from his hands as you run past. The first whizzes past you, 2 strike you, sort of one in the back of the shoulder, and as you turn, one hits you in the kidney, in the spleen. You continue to sort of stumble forward as one whizzes past your head and aims for Rickard on the ground here. This is a disadvantage, but the Shield of Faith should be off of you, right? So you're,
Yeah.
It is still on me right now, but
you can go to your effects and just turn it off. You see it?
yeah, I got it. Yes, it is off.
All right. Disadvantage strike a 15.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, well, this does damage, but it's irrelevant. It would be 11 damage to you, but you simply take 2 fails.
I take what?
You take 2 fails, I think, for being down and taking damage.
Really? Oh well, I'm dead.
Pretty sure that's the rules.
Let me.
We have,
double-check that.
I will give you 30 seconds for Myre
I think-
to rules check. 2020, I'll do it. 2024.
You automatically fail a death saving throw. If the damage is from a critical hit, it counts as 2. Is what I'm getting from.
Oh,
AI
okay. It is
right
just
now.
1. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's not a crit, right?
I remember playing a game recently. I want to say it was Don't Die, where this happened, and PB was like, "It's 2. You're dead." I don't know what it was. I don't know if that was true.
She just wanted to kill you, bro.
Oh, it's if it's a melee attack, it's 2. Apparently, that's why.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Also, she probably just wanted to kill me.
Because it would be a crit because you're prone.
Yeah. Almost
Gotcha.
wished that I had flown over there and made this a melee attack. If you're in melee, the arcane burst is weird. Apparently, it's melee if you're in melee and ranged if you're not. It's both.
Yeah, I like it.
Don't give me. I
be
can
an
see
enchanter?
PB giving me shit in the chat, but she's getting pissed off that I was like, yeah, PB said it was a thing, but it was melee. It was 2. It was because we were down. But I also don't know if it was Don't Die or if it was in Defend the Gates. But she's so unbelievably pissed off with me right now. Took it so personally. It's unreal. Confusing. So you take 1 fail. Give me a death saving throw on your turn.
Yeah, this is gonna go fine. I have 2 fails. So if I roll, what is it? It's under a 10, right?
Yeah, 1 to 10.
A 10 is
1
is
to
safe.
9.
Well, I'm just gonna roll a 10 or a 5 and die.
4 arcane bursts launch past Tura. 2 hitting Tura, 1 missing, hitting the ground. Another one striking Rickard's body as he sort of turns over. We see some of his stuff kind of roll out of his pack, his hair splaying out behind him, and then he sort of lets out a final breath on the ground before smoke and flame and fire start to push in. Tura's still running towards him. I think now's probably a good time for us to catch up with what Fitch is up to. Fitch, we're rewinding time by like 30 seconds or something like that. You are fleeing the area.
And then watching from the car.
Watching from the car. The
Okay.
3 characters are still. We see the scene from a different perspective here, as we witness Fitch moving away from the javelin striking the back of the wizard and sort of bringing him down. We witness this this moment as behind Fitch suddenly there's a burst of energy, flame, torrents of arcane energy running through the ground, lifting up the dirt and the roots, the trees catching fire instantly, the back of your hair sort of pushing forward, your small frame moving through the forest with the staff tucked under one arm. As you flee this moment, what do you do? Where are you going?
He's just running up this road. I mean, he's trying to get to Odessa so he can talk to the king.
You're going all the way to Eldessa.
Yeah, it's like a Forrest Gump moment where I'm like, and I was running, and I'm just gonna run all the way there. And there's every once in a while I'm turning back and looking at my friends. There is this moment of like, I think there is like, the plan in his mind was to just fucking run, and to get to Eldessa. But I think as soon as a couple of moments go by, that sorceress burst, that thunderclap happens, as like that spike of adrenaline for him as he begins to keep running. Maybe some flames get snuffed out. There's still smoke around him, but he continues to run through the embers. But as moments go by and the confidence starts to die, and then he starts to turn back and look, it's almost like that being chased by a monster sort of perspective, where like you're stumbling on yourself and you're looking back, and your legs are moving faster than the rest of your body, but your brain is very curious about what's happening behind you, so you're sort of tripping. And that's sort of happening, and that's slowing him down. And this is happening all while those rounds happen, right? It was 2 rounds.
Behind you, you hear an explosion of flame. Then you hear these kind of arcane moments and bursts happen in the distance, getting further and further away from you. You continue, to move away from the area.
Do I see the fate of things that happen?
Give me a perception check, I guess, with let's say disadvantage, because you actually no, you can probably still be close enough.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I fail these, it's gonna
long.
get real boring. Okay.
Then don't roll.
All right, great.
You have quadvantage. No, I'm kidding. Roll. Go ahead and roll.
Oh, you want me to roll? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, great. Can't wait to fail them. All right, so here we go. This is perception.
Well, look, here's what we do.
Advantage,
DMs.
disadvantage, what did you say?
Just a straight roll.
What I roll?
20.
Every time. All right.
Yeah, you see and hear very clearly what is going on. You're able to discern what's happening as you see a fireball go off. You see Got and Rickard kind of engulfed. Then you see Got get hit by this arcane burst. You see Tura running and being hit by stuff. You see Rickard struck down and rolling over. The flames and the smoke and the ash begin to sort of push in on the area, and it becomes more and more difficult for you to discern what happens.
Okay. Oh boy. I think there's a moment where I am looking back. I see this like vaporization of God kind of thing.
Well, yeah, he's pushed back. He's not right. Incinerated into atoms.
Right. And I think there's a moment where I look down at this staff. I sort of stumble to a stop in just disbelief as I'm seeing this happen. Moments later, it's sort of bullet time for me. There's flames slowly licking up through the area. Probably a camera focus on my perspective of Got getting taken out and flying through the woods, being pushed through the brush. Maybe a cough of sparks of the trail that he left through the smoldering leaves of whatever brush that was that caught him, and then there's like another like action cam spin shot of Rickard being hit and tumbling to the ground, and then just him struggling, and then maybe a cough of incineration or like the gagging on the flames, the fiery smoke, the hot air that is entrapped in his lungs. And then I look over towards the valiant and fighting still panicked induced Tura, as there is still am I right in that Tura's still fighting? Yeah.
Yep.
I missed something. Okay, good. All right, good. I went to the restroom and I was hoping like if I'm making this up.
Tura's still up.
As okay, cool. As Tura's still fighting. I have the staff. I know it's an artifact of an ancient mystical something, some historical hero, and I know items because of my upbringing. Is there any way I could I know only through this guy telling me that it is an artifact, but my upbringing of knowing artifacts, and also my my character sheet of having like arcane awareness or magic awareness, is there any way that I would know how to like unlock the magical staff that is in my hands?
You can make me whatever check is appropriate for your determining of this.
Charisma. No, I'll do a oh, my charisma's off.
I just know you have a few things. You got like
I have arcane something, whatever it is. Arcane.
Whatever one you want.
Magical detect magic shit. Where the hell is my sheet? There it is. Arcana. And I would roll that with, disadvantage. Okay, so the not a disadvantage. Do I have any advantage here? I don't know how I would know if I have it. Nope, that's what that button is. Okay,
unless
great.
you have an inspiration point or a bardic inspiration or something.
I don't have an inspiration. It's not on my sheet, and I've been pretty good at keeping track of it.
Then no, I don't think so. With a 6,
okay, cool. Great.
I don't think you know of any way to unlock the potential in this sort of ancient staff. It is currently just a twig. It is completely inert, and you've simply been told that it is a magical staff for all intents and purposes. With checks done by yourself, it is just a stick at the moment. And you don't really know unless you can think of
As I'm looking down and I look at all of them and I hold up the stick, the branch, my sleeves sort of unroll. My left one, where of course this devil's mark is, sort of falls by itself. Could be the gust of wind. It could be the heat from the heat gusts that are interacting with my sleeves in the moment. It could be really anything, or it could be fate, as my sleeve reveals to me the devilish mark of the Devil's Guild. And I am gonna, like, as I hold it up and have no idea how to wake it, I look at everyone. I see the devil, the act of the Devil's Guild, happening in front of me, and I don't know. Brad, I want to interact. Cord,
I want to interact with the Devil's Mark, but I don't want Fitch to do it. Narratively, I would like
it to activate based on your sorceress
but I don't
subconscious
know.
intent.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want like an active. Because if I'm gonna fight with Tura about this later, I don't want to have to fight Tura about it. I'm just terrified of Leah. But yeah, so yeah, I think like is that cool? Is there a way that like
it's up to you. You can roll for it,
to...
or we can just say that it activates based on the same things that have been happening with your.
Because we have sort of seen this before, that moment of panic.
Yeah, this has happened
at
constantly with Fitch, where
Right.
he doesn't
Right,
want
that's true.
to launch a spell, and then he does a thunderous clap or whatever, and everyone is
Right.
suddenly launched backwards, upside down.
And doesn't want everybody to die, but everything bursts into flames and the undead's over. So yeah, there's this mark where it's like, or there's this moment where it's continue to run up the path and just forget your friends. They'll take care of it. They are heroes after all. Look back and realize it's not happening. This is what happened. This is, I guess in Fitch's mind, this is what would have happened if he didn't call the devils before, right? If he didn't call the devils before at the Toll Gate Castle, Toll House, Cookie Castle, this would have been the result. And now he's sort of been holding out, and I guess there's maybe a guilt that is happening where he's been holding out to go, I'm not going to call the devils. It's been told to me that I shouldn't. And this is sort of the result. Maybe before he does call the devils, his eyes close. Or maybe as he's just looking and studying, it starts to fizzle to life, or the tattoo, that is. And that's all I kind of want to offer. I'll let you sort of enjoy whatever it is. I would like the tattoo to be interacted with. I'm not making a deal yet. I just would like... Is that... I don't know.
You can activate. Yeah.
I'm waiting for you to send me the script.
Well, this sounds like your script because this is
perfect
part of your character.
That's right.
Activating these things. For me, I would say it just activates because you have been playing it that way. But I'm happy to roll for it if you'd rather.
No. I would like to just not. I'd like it to just happen.
Then I absolve you of guilt as suddenly...
It's Brad's fault, everyone.
The mark on your forearm, wrist. Where is this? Your mark?
Forearm. It's almost like the fucking Death Eaters from Harry Potter. It's like there.
It moves as you glance at it. You see it turn. As if it is not part of your skin as a tattoo. And then behind it, a secondary sort of grey ink spreads out from it and begins to move around your arm, sort of forming a perfect circle around your wrist, like a chain or a manacle. And as you do so, suddenly there is a burst of flame in front of you from the ground. You kind of blink backwards, the smell of sulfur and brimstone, and you hear a small voice say,
after 10,000 years, I am free again.
Oh.
The small impish figure of Cringe appears in front of you. In one of his small, sort of gnarled hands with that sort of taper off into these long fingernails, he has an endless sheet of rolled vellum in a scroll, His other hand has an eternal flame that is sitting on his finger. Behind him, his tail flicks, glowing with firelight, and he sort of glows a little in the firelight of the forest around you, looking at you with small, dark, beady eyes. His little wings flap, and you get the sense that he can kind of float in place, but he flaps his wings and moves closer to you and says,
"Well, what a mess you have made."
Me? I didn't make this mess.
When I'm talking with Cringe, is it real time? Does things slow down? Does time stop? I don't know, because this has happened before. We had conversations. I just didn't know if time stopped.
Time doesn't.
Is there a dilation?
Time doesn't stop here, no. But time when you're on a different plane does go a little slower. Here,
Right,
you're
true.
hearing the sounds of. There is like.
Still, yeah.
Kura seems to be combating with
Still fighting.
the wizard. We sort of maybe in the background see Tura desperately sliding in next to Ricard's body and attempting a spell before having to roll out of the way of another arcane burst.
Now is not the time to leave me.
Okay. Cringe? How do I get it? Do you know how do I wake it up? This is an ancient, it's black staff of Merlin? Something?
Merlin's black staff, is it? Let Cringe
Yeah.
take a sniff.
Yeah, okay.
As I let Cringe hold it.
You hold it towards him. His
Okay, I'll hold it.
little impish nose
Yeah, give it a whiff.
sort of turns up at this thing, and he
Oh, ancient power. Yes. This is a very strong staff. What is it that you wish?
I need to activate it. I need to use it.
You wish for Cringe to do this for you.
I need it. Cringe, yeah, if you could wake it up. I know that it's like asleep or something.
Cringe does not serve you. Cringe serves Zero.
Right. But you make deals, right? Devils make deals.
he lets the scroll
And I know you're not a
unfurl.
devil. But you can be. And you Zero could see that 101, someone who has made good deals before. I don't know how this works. And I don't know what
deal, a
rank
deal.
you are.
Yes, Cringe can make you a deal for this. You wish to access this latent power.
Yes. Yes.
What do you offer Cringe?
Whatever you need.
Well, this is not
If I could save
hard
my
work
friends.
for Cringe.
If you can get me to save my friends,
Your friends.
you could have me erase their tattoos, their marks.
No, Cringe does not need to do this. You wish to use the staff against this one?
He points towards the wizard.
Oh, yeah. I guess if that's what kind of magic it is.
This is a little conflict of interest for
I
Cringe.
figured, yeah.
How about this? Cringe will grant you what you desire. And in exchange, when you have finished this business, you will serve Cringe again. A quest for the Devil's Guild.
Right.
You
Right.
and the other marked ones.
Me and the other. If they survive, yeah.
You alone are not enough for the task Cringe has in mind. You will need others. The other marked ones will do, and with the power of the staff, you wish to save them, no?
He just nods.
So they will join you. You speak on their behalf?
No. Just mine.
No deal. The agreement is for you and the other marked ones. Is there anything else that Cringe can do for you today?
Oh boy. All of them?
You? And these marked ones?
He points 2 fingers towards the area. You didn't see what they're pointing at, but there are 4 people down there.
They're all marked. Including him.
This one is already spoken for. This one is not marked.
Points towards the wizard and then Tura.
Marked ones. Oh, yes. I speak for them.
Then we have a deal.
The deal is unlock, wake up the staff, and I can use it.
Yes. After you have used this staff, you will then work for Cringe. One simple quest.
Just one simple quest.
You and the other marked.
Another explosion.
I don't know. Other players? Is that a yes?
They're dead.
May I? The other players are dead? Or
Well,
Christian?
the other players are not
Myre?
in this scene.
I know that, but they're the play. Okay. All right,
Okay.
fine. Okay. All right. Yeah, I sort of, my eyes well up as I nod. There's also, there's a moment where maybe there's like a crack or a split amongst the wood from age, and then in my hands it starts to then just knit back together as I'm just subtly casting mending, just out of fear, and of course out of fear and confusion, worry. There's a cocktail of emotion happening right now, but it's best portrayed through the spell of mending as just the warped aged wood begins to just sort of seal back together as I just cry. Tears start to go down my face. I nod.
Very well.
The scroll, you see the information, the writing in Infernal kind of moving up the scroll, and it comes to the bottom where there is some empty space. Cringe brings his finger down and begins to very casually and all too painfully slowly burn some scripture into this scroll. He places his finger at the end of the scroll and then lets it run off of the edge. And as he does so, the burning comes off of the page and continues into the air. As he does so, he makes another internal symbol, and it rushes towards you, Fitch. It strikes you in the chest. You see the mark on your forearm twist and turn, the tattoo shape shifting and growing in size as you take on another Devil's Guild
mark?
quest. The mark expands. And grows larger on your
I'm gonna become covered
forearm.
in tattoos. It's gonna be bad.
Cringe says,
A very simple deal. Very well. The staff, then. You must place it to your forehead. To attune to it, close your eyes.
I hold it up to my head and I close my eyes.
You will feel a burning sensation.
Cringe places a hand on the staff, and you see like a warmth running across it. He says,
Repeat after me. Oh, great staff
Oh, great staff
of latent power,
of latent power.
black magic,
Black magic.
Dark magic.
Dark magic.
Evil magic.
Wait a minute, evil magic. Evil magic. Be mine.
Be one with me.
Be one with me.
Now, Fitch, hold the staff above your head.
As I try to make a heroic pose, I'm not sure what's about to happen.
You look foolish.
Oh.
This staff is now yours to command. Thank you for working for the Devil's Guild again. Goodbye.
I go to strike at him.
He's gone.
He disappears.
The staff, you were already attuned to it and you didn't have to do any of the stuff Cringe said. He was just playing with
What
you.
the motherfucker?
You have the staff. This is, now I don't have this as a thing to give to you, but I will write this.
That's right.
I guess I'll just
Unscripted, bitches.
copy paste this for you.
Thank you.
You have, this is Merlin's Black Staff of Evil.
Of evil.
You know what? Of Evil.
And I was already tuned.
Yep, it's now Merlin's
like
Black
it.
Staff of Evil.
Yeah.
This can be used as an arcane focus. It has a +2 to spell attacks and save DCs. While attuned, you get a +2 bonus to spell attack rolls and your spell save DC. The staff has
And
10
resurrect 2
charges. It regains 1d6 +2 at dawn of the spells Power Word Kill, Power Word Stun, and Power Word Pain.
Wow. Okay. And is this a thing that you were sending me, or I should have written all that down right now?
No, I'm writing it to you. I just have to copy paste it
Cool.
awkwardly
Okay.
because it's coming off of a weird sheet. So there you go. It should be in the Sidequest Discord.
Cool. Wow. I'm gonna get to make that right now.
All
right.
Yeah, don't bother making it. Just
Okay. Yeah, you're right. I don't need it.
just theater of the
What am I
mind it,
thinking?
because
Right.
it's just going to take you longer to
There's
make
no
it than it
fucking
would be
finale,
to
right,
just
that's
continue
true.
with the game. What do you do now?
To end the episode. I mean, there's a moment of just stun as I am now, I guess, slowly walking back. My confidence growing as the heat from the area begins to get hotter as I'm getting closer to the area. And as my confidence grows, my eyebrows become more focused, and there is a more focus on Fitch's face as he gets closer and closer. Staff now out, and now my robes have turned white. I'm kidding. And then I begin to just sort of walk. It's a walking stick at the moment. And I'm sort of watching the struggle that Dora is having with the Enchanter
Yeah.
as I'm approaching the combat.
All right. I'm going to let us remain in the theater of our minds. Tura, you rush to Rickard's body. Rickard is down. Does not appear to be breathing. What do you do in that
Rickard.
moment?
Rickard, wake up! I reach my hand down as if to stabilize him, knowing that it would be a waste of time, perhaps, but I don't believe that the light has left his eyes, so I take him by the shoulders and I shake him. I try and wake him up whilst glancing backwards at the Enchanter behind me.
He's gearing up another attack towards you.
Oh, come on, Rickard, please! Oh, do not leave me alone here with this man. And then I get up back on my feet and put some distance between myself and Rickard, just in case.
Bitch enters the scene. Carrying a staff. Again, you return.
I'm Fitch.
You are Fitch. You are
like, oh.
You are sort of north of the wizard, behind the wizard, who is bringing up his hands as if to cast another spell towards Tura, and I'm going to let you do whatever you want since you have missed the entire combat.
Well, I mean, I got power word kill.
You want to try power word kill?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, maybe I'll try power word stun to start.
Okay. You sure?
No, I'm not anymore. I'm not sure about anything.
Kill him!
Wow, Tura.
I'm gonna power word. rip
Tura's
his
like,
arms
use
off.
the power of the devil's guild to kill him immediately. Just...
I feel way better
I
about this
understand what you
choice
have
now.
done, and I accept it in this moment. Please kill him.
Oh, that's a relief. Okay. I will. I think I will just I will lift up my hands. I will lift up my hands with the staff. I will point it, and I like for a moment. You know what I do actually? I'm going to hold it under my arm as if the stick was my Vianthrocite crossbow, and I aim it down the sights as if it was a crossbow that I once had installed, and because that's probably the only way I could assure that I'm aiming it correctly. And as I point it to the Enchanter, I line up my arcane sights, and I fire whatever that may look like a power word kill. But it does look like when I just sort of hold it, I align, and I say something like, Flatas. As it is a dark, abyssal word for kill.
How do you kill him?
I line up the shot. I say, Flatas. A word I did not know I knew. But as I go to say it, a vine of almost like a crack in reality begins, but it's like a black crack in reality as it sort of lightning bolts sort of arcs from the tip of the staff as it sort of cracks across reality towards the Enchanter itself. It finally does make purchase onto his back, or if he has noticed me, maybe he turns and looks and sees as he hears the word. Maybe he turns and looks, and at that point it's already over, as it's this fissure in reality is beginning to spiderweb towards him. In his perception, he sees the Enchanter, as he looks back, he sees, aiming down the sights from probably about 30 yards away, or 30 feet away, is Fitch, the tear running down his face as he says, Flatas, as this darkness, maybe like an undulating stain or crackling static stain of blackness as it gets bigger and bigger as this crack sort of reaches towards him, and then it's black flames envelop him, and he is gone. Existence for his soul and life has been erased. His body stays where it is, veins now stained by the black dark magic that was once inside the staff, I think there's a moment where if we were to look over at maybe the body falls and the camera stays still, we see the camera now focus on Fitch, as there is like black stained veins behind his eyes, maybe inside, and not really like bloodshot, but like ink shot eyes, as he sort of starts to try to blink it away. His the whites of his eyes are now black as he blinks that away. As I slowly fade, there is maybe a black tear seeps from his eye as he sort of breathes, uncertain of if it's over or not. What other magic is inside the staff? And if it was his magic
or the staff's magic. It doesn't matter, because the body of the Enchanter is in front of him. And I think he now looks over at Tura, like, with the face of guilt. There's still, like, the eyes, the whites of his eyes are black. The heterochromia of one of them being brown and one of them being green is still there, but the whites of his eyes are black as he sort of looks. His eyebrows went from this angered focus face as he was, like, sort of sighting down this, what looked to be like a well-trained shot. But then he sort of looks over at you and his eyebrows soften and he begins to just look really guilty, as if he needs to apologize, but it's already over.
My eyes flick between the Enchanter and Fitch. Confused for a moment, and then suspicious, and my brows begin to lower, a frown developing once again, and I am bloodied. It looked terrible. This arcane energy has run up me, in, like almost like lightning scars or jellyfish sort of scars all over my body right now. Welts have appeared. I have little bloodied marks from dust and chips of dirt being flown into me, looking terrible. And I look at Fitch and I raise my sword now, looking at him. Who are you?
Fitch, it's me. It's me, please.
I do not believe you. Prove it. Prove it.
All right, it's me. Please, stop. I woke in the staff. I used the staff. It's over.
You used the staff.
Yeah.
What is the Enchanter's body looking like right now? Is it still whole?
A good question for Fidge.
Yeah.
Not for Myth.
I think a lot of, like, the life has been sucked from it, so it would probably look like it's almost mummified.
Then I spend a long few moments in silence staring at Fitch. Looking him up and down, taking in his appearance, the black tear, the eyes, the new scars that are traveling up his arms.
His eyes are starting to come back to normal, but it was just for that moment, it was like, as he blinks away, it's slowly fading back into a white. But it was the strongest, of course, during that moment.
I continue looking at him as I step towards the Enchanter, and then I
Careful.
break my gaze for a moment while I take my sword and I behead the corpse of the Enchanter in one swoop.
Easily done.
And then I step backwards again, clearly untrusting Fitch, but I glance to Rickard's body and say, check him over. You, now, check him over.
Oh,
and
no.
I dart backwards into the forest and go and try and find God.
As you say check him over and you turn to the area where Got is, through the drifting smoke, through the fire, you see Got moving towards you. His body is sort of moving jerkily and awkwardly, as if he's sort of not quite comfortable with working.
No.
His body is injured and broken in places, and he sort of slowly makes his way towards you. From behind him, a sort of a green wisping orb floats past him, over your shoulder and down into Rickard. Rickard, you see this kind of green haze sort of fall over Rickard as his body begins to jerk and seize on the ground. There are people behind Got as well. Newcomers that kind of through the haze flicker into eyesight. At first it probably just looks like part of the fire, and Then you see them stepping through the blaze. Got in front of you now, eyes kind of rolled up in his head. Rickard moving behind you, and Got comes to a stop as these 3 figures step through the blaze and stand either side of Got. One of them rests red-robed arm across Got's large shoulders, significantly smaller than Got, but making a show of it. Another individual, quite small, another one a little larger than the others, steps forward, and you sort of make out 2 masculine figures, 1 feminine figure, calm, deliberate menace, flames coiling at their feet from the forest but not touching them. Their eyes sort of catch the firelight. 3, from what you can tell, humans. One of them a relatively short and thin looking human with sunken eyes, resting his hand over Got. Green firelights on the edges of his fingers, kind of twisting and turning in the air, almost puppeteering Got, and beginning to puppeteer Rickard as he sort of awkwardly sits up. The 3 remaining wizards of transmutation, necromancy, and conjuration stand before you, and behind Fitch there's you hear a small voice say,
After whatever, you get it. Time's up.
Time's up.
Yeah.
He places a hand on the back of Fitch's body. Fitch, you feel a kind of a warmth push through you. Got, Rickard, you feel the warmth of light as you are sort of brought back into your bodies slowly, already kind of standing, a sense of cold being replaced by a sense of warmth as your consciousness slowly returns through the sort of haze of undeath. Actual sort of life returns to your bodies. On your arms, the marks, in fact, do you have marks on your arms? The marks on your bodies shift and change to match Fitch's, and the 3 of you sense heat flaring under your skin as this mark sears to life. Lines, kind of like a tattoo, glowing like molten metal, and light spreading through your veins. It returns Rickard and Got to their bodies, to life. The necromancer, the sort of thin, gaunt-looking human under a red robe, you notice the firelight, the green lights on the tips of his fingers kind of blink out to her as he kind of blinks himself and watches, a smirk on his face as he turns to the other 2 wizards and then steps back as Got, you are returned to life. In front, you, Got, and Rickard feel unbelievably unwell. There is a horrendous sickness. You feel like you have triple flu, and your muscles ache, your body hurts. You have still retained...
hibernation sickness.
You've retained the wounds from the combat. You were dead for only a matter of moments before being brought into undeath and then forcibly returned back into your bodies as part of a devil's contract. The 3 of you, however, slip into a sort of a haze. As you return to your bodies, the 3 marked, you notice your vision wavering. The edges of the world kind of smearing into one another as the weight of your body drifts away. Your thoughts slip into a strange haze. You feel yourself sinking as though the world itself is sort of closing its eyes and taking you with it. And it's nice. It's comfortable. It's like falling asleep in a comfortable bed in the embrace of somebody you love, as the three of you essentially fall into a sleep state. Chura, they are standing like zombies around you right now. Jaws slack, barely, seemingly barely alive, barely conscious. 3 wizards stand in front of you. One, the necromancer, kind of steps back from Got and kind of watches in awe at whatever is happening to Got. To one side of Got, there is another smaller figure, feminine. She is watching what's going on around her as if she's sort of not quite connected with what is happening here. Sort of like glancing up at the forest, watching the flames. Every now and then a sort of lucidness returns to her eyes as she looks at some of the figures around her and then kind of looks away again. The third, the taller and larger built of the 4 red wizards here, has been watching you the entire time, and he says, this is the only one of them that hasn't really been smirking at you. Under his sort of hood, he's been watching you, and he says, "So, you have killed him, my brother. Good work. Was it your work?"
It was a joint effort.
That looks like a spell to me.
I glanced at Fitch.
Ah. So you're not the caster?
No, I am not.
Shame. We have an opening.
Even if I was, I would never join you.
What has happened to your comrades?
Something unnatural, clearly. Something I do not understand beyond my limits of reasoning.
Well, whatever business was taking place, I would say it's concluded. You can go on your way.
What is the alternative?
Don't get in our way. Stay quiet.
I look between all of these red cloaks and between my allies that are clearly not my allies right now. And I looked briefly down at myself and my battered armor and my bloodied hands. You would just let me leave?
I don't know who you are. What problem you had with my brother, that's nothing to do with me. We have business with Cringe. Cringe! A word.
Yes, our business is concluded in part, but we can combine efforts here. These 3 are doing my bidding. They are undertaking a quest for me. Perhaps you can guide them on our way.
For you? What do you mean, for you?
Yes, agreed.
He presents the scroll and points to the lowest script in Infernal. I don't know if you can read Infernal, to be honest. You might be able to, can you?
No, I cannot.
He just points at it and says,
An agreement. In exchange for power. A quest. A simple quest.
I look once again to Fitch, realization dawning across my face as I understand the guilt that he had on his face earlier. It was not simply for the stuff. And realize that it is him that has done this to both Ricard and Got. And I sheath my sword in the face of overwhelming odds. And I take a step backwards. Nodding. I am not stupid. I understand when I am beaten. I will walk away without incident if you allow it.
From where I'm standing, you're not beaten. It looks like you're victorious. He was always weak, relying on charms, no real power to speak of. Congratulations on your win.
There is no winning here. Not for me.
Aye. Once a member of the Devil's Guild, you are always in service. Wouldn't say that's a win either, but here we are. Good day.
And I take one last regretful look at my allies. I'm sorry that I could not do more for you. I failed you. And I walk, and I continue walking through the forest until I break into a sprint. And I sprint as fast as I can towards Eldessa.
As you sort of run, you hear the voices begin to have this kind of conversation.
Now then, down to business. These ones will work for me, but perhaps you can guide them on their way.
All right. Where would you like them to go?
The staff is very useful for our needs and business.
Got. Name a place.
Duskwater.
You are standing in the marketplace of Duskwater, I think. A handful of people in similar garb to how we've seen Got dressed throughout the campaign are moving past Got. There's a dreamlike quality to their movement. As Got, you sort of continue moving forward. Behind you, Miranda flies low and then glides past you and up into the sky. There is there's a figure that sort of steps out in front of you, who he's a relatively large orc, not absolutely enormous, but he sort of steps in front of you and places a hand on your shoulder and says,
"Good day."
Good day.
Have you seen the Bone Cloak?
Bone Cloak. I wish. If I... No, he's not here. Someone else hasn't found him, have they?
I am sorry.
Oh,
There was no other way.
what do you mean? Explain yourself.
you turn and 3 giant desert lynxes rush you, one pouncing on you and pushing you to the ground. You sort of turn awkwardly sideways, landing. The second one pins your shoulder to the ground, and the third places its jaws on the side of your head. You feel the jaws sink into your cheek and rip at your flesh. They don't kill you, but they hold you in place, claws pushing you into the ground. There's a kind of a cackling sound. The madness of the bone cloak moving around you. As you look up at the head beastmaster, Turin Threeclaw, looking down at you, kind of shaking his head, he turns away from you. The sky twists and turns above you as Bonecloak looks down and says,
You were always weak.
What gives? Pull it.
Listen to the rattle of my cloak as you die.
He moves away from you, the bones of his cloak rattling, constant and turning in your head. It echoes and echoes and echoes over. It becomes maddening as the lynxes then bury their heads into you and tear flesh off of you. You see Miranda circling around you, smaller and smaller as she gets higher and higher up, waiting to descend on you and consume the last of your flesh. Fitch. Name a place.
A place I've been,
Sure.
or a place I would like to be.
Whatever. Name a place.
Silverbrook Academy.
The halls of Silverbrook Academy are enormous. I mean, when you're in the rooms and realm of, you know, sort of mid-folk and tall folk and giant folk, everything always feels tall as a small folk, but Silverbrook was built to as a place of sort of grandeur and wonder. The hallways here are enormous. The archways that curl over. As you move through this hall and look into them, you see students practicing different types of magic. 2 students fire bolts. 2 students in another hall mixing potions. Another student with huge goggles on placing a piece of Vianthracite into a strange looking arcane orb that twists and turns on its own. There's a room where you see somebody placing together parts of a sort of a golem, enormous, and they place these different parts of this golem as its head turns and follows you. You recognize the purple power of Vianthracite. Bloomstones that are littering across this golem's body watch you as you move past each of the hallways. You come to the end hallway and there is an enormous door in front of you, oaken, and you sort of recognize that this is where you were headed for. What do you do?
Well, I make my way over to it. May I put on my hat?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay. I didn't know if it was that kind of like spot where I would have one yet, but I think I pull out a hat, a ratty old hattie, and then I begin to put it on and adjust as I'm trying to figure out how and what it is that it will give to me.
The hat is extremely heavy. It weighs down on your head as you put it on and begins to sort of compress at your neck. It feels like you've placed something that weighs as heavy as a door itself on your head. It reaches down to your shoulders and you feel it pushing now. The edges of the cap pushing down over your eyes. You lose sight as it pushes down over your body. You hear the sort of muffled sounds of people from the outside.
That's him! That's him! That's the one that took my name! My life!
The sounds of footsteps muffled and moving towards you. You hear several people say,
Don't worry, we've got him! Hey, we got him!
Varying hands start grabbing at you from the outside. The weight of the hat pushing down over your head. You feel the edges of the wide brim curl in and then close around your neck and begin to push and squeeze on your throat. Varying people grabbing at your limbs and arms. You feel yourself pushed down into the ground.
Don't worry, we've got him. He's nothing but an infiltrator, a liar. He could never be trained by the wizards. He has no skill, no power.
Just a cheap imitation of a real wizard.
You feel the hat crushing your windpipe. You feel the hat enclose around your mouth, your nose, your eyes, your ears. It's crushing your head. You feel the sense of this thing splintering your cranium as the voices around you begin to sort of slowly fade.
Don't worry. You'll never hurt anyone again.
Ricard. Name a place.
My favorite open air amphitheater in Eldessa.
Performance. A famed performance. One that you have done many times before. In the audience, the king and the royal family sat in the front row. Princess Vicia Vel Celestia II, looking up at you, eyes wide, a smile at the edge of her face. Next to her, a little halfling, a horrible twisted snarl on his face, Daedal Trustrum. He rests his arm behind the princess. As she looks up at you, she brings her hands together as you prepare for your final speech, the final monologue that this character gives. It's the pinnacle of the play, the part that everyone is looking forward to. Nailing this, even Daedal won't be able to charm the princess. Get it.
Just roll a performance.
And what doth mine eyes see? It's a play, by the way. But I see my future cometh true. The dark wings of death descend.
I'm going to need the others to join me here, but... Boo! Boo!
Boo this man! Boo him and his whole family! Boo!
Keep going.
Ah,
Always through the booze.
his performance stinks so bad I can smell him.
But I see the light. The light.
On the stage.
The future I will never get.
Will there be an execution afterwards?
The light.
An execution?
The life now faded from this place.
A tomato strikes your cheek.
More tomatoes! More! Can I have your tomatoes? In fact, throw them for me. I'm allergic.
But I
It really does suck.
stand here in my last moments. My breath still strong, hoping that someone will remember the good.
The 6 other actors on stage cock their crossbows. Fake bolts, of course. Nothing more than splints of wood that will hit you and burst into ribbons of red velvet. They unleash them. Real bolts strike your back. Tung, 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 tung. Boos, hisses. You see Daedal take the princess's hand and step out. They turn their backs on you. The audience booing, hissing, thumbs down, tomatoes striking the stage as you feel the life leave your body as you hit the deck, roll over, blinking to nothing more than boos and hisses.
Maybe he'll make better fertilizer. Boo! Boo, boo, boo.
The 3 marked ones. a sense of time passing. You witness as though a passenger in your own body, as the haze of your thoughts shift and change. You watch the burning forest pass. You see a night, a day, a night, a day. Forest, some roads, a lake, the streets of Eldessa as you are moving. The haze lifts slowly. Your thoughts return to you one by one as slowly, very heavy, your charm wears off. You recognize that you're standing in a huge room of white marble and stone, gold trim catching on the light, blue banners hanging in tall arcs with the crest of Celestia perfectly embroidered on each. And as the three of you return to consciousness, you find yourselves alone before the throne of Aurora, high-backed and gilded. Before it, a body slumped across the ground, twisted, as if crawling towards you before death. The king's robes, cold, across a pale corpse.
I look around.
What? What?
Where are we?
I vomit all over the beautiful, elegant, well-spun carpet rug.
What the hell is that? I'll do for now.
I'm on my knees retching.
The sound of heavy footsteps, Greaves and Cleaves, moving up the halls behind you
Not
towards
again.
the door.
Oh God, here we go.
Not again! Oh
How
no!
did we get
Okay.
here?
I don't
Oh
know.
boy. Okay, guys, it's fine. This happens a lot
What
for me.
happened? Is this
I
an
don't know.
illusion?
This seems a bit
Oh, we
real,
did.
and I've had this happen a couple of times.
I
We're just
died.
way more magical than we thought we were. So let's figure out a way out of here, or we should begin talking. Did we do this? Is this us? Is this something we did?
Who
Are we
else would have
strong?
done it?
Are
There's
we
no one
powerful?
else here.
We have to be.
There's two
It
of us.
must have been it.
The gods are going to be here any moment, and they're going to blame me. It was always
Okay.
jealous
The
of
throne
me.
room doors
Oh.
crash open as steel clatters, a dozen armored figures pour in. At the head of them is a palace guard whose pale face, wide-eyed, his eyes watch across you and then fall onto the king's corpse, the weight of horror and confusion in the room pressing down. Seize them. Seize them! They rush towards you.
Power word kill, every one of you. I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
Oh
No,
boy.
this is a misunderstanding. Please, no, we can explain. I can explain. Please, just give me a moment to explain.
I reach for my bow.
As they get close, I yell stop, and then my nose starts to bleed, and I do thunderclap.
Okay.
Is my bow there?
You have no bow. There's no staff.
Wave.
You have no loot. You have nothing but the clothes on your back. There's a horrendous clap of sound as it echoes off of these walls. It is beyond painful for everybody in here. The guards kind of move their heads back. You each hold your hands to your ears and close your eyes the guards descend on the three of you. And that is where we end our campaign. Dungeon, jail, deep underground. Cringe floats before the three of you, each naked and chained to a damp wall. Miranda inside of a bird cage hanging from the dripping ceiling. Only the glow of Cringe's tail casting a little light, and the smell of piss in a bucket by the cell door.
Not my business.
Ah, your XP, as agreed upon. Once you are a member of the Devil's Guild, you are always in service. Now, let's see if we can't do something about those chains. Shouldn't be too difficult for me to break. For a price, of course.
A price? More? What more do you want from us?
Oh, you have so much more to give.
We were told very specifically we only had to do one thing for you.
Right.
And we did that with the boy in the boat.
Right. And now this one.
Oh, it seems you have much to discuss. I will return soon enough.
Get back. You took my death from me.
What the hell is he talking about? I don't understand. What even happened? How are we here?